Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you from Tennessee on the Appalachian Trail. Welcome to the 2019 Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker List Update. This is a channel where a lot of folks come to get updated on who's hiking, who's out there, to see what vlogs they've got, where their blogs are, to get links to that, and to go and cheer them on all the way to Katahdin or all the way back to Springer or flip-flopping or wherever they're going in between. But we're here to support the Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker community for 2019. Best way you can do that is go and click on the link down here to subscribe to this channel. Hit that little bell so you will get the notifications whenever we post stuff about the Thru Hikers. And at the end of this video, you'll also have an opportunity to subscribe again. So let's go ahead and give you an update. We'll get right to it. We've got a long way to go here. Current registrations for NOBO are 1,900. That's up from last week of 1,824. Flip-floppers are 91. That's only up about 3 from 88 from last week. And SOBO is up from 95 last week's up to 113. So we've got over 2,100 people that have registered for their thru hike on the Appalachian Trail Conservancy site. So that's up about 2,104 plus. That's up from 2,007 from last week. As we indicated before, the trail's maxed out on March 1, March 18th, and now it's maxed out on March 20th, just as we predicted. So probably not going to be another day it's maxed out. The bubble is kind of at peaking right now, and we're kind of at the apex. And once we get through April, and it'll start going downhill as far as how many folks are out there starting their trip. At least 712 folks as of yesterday have stepped off from Amicalola Falls. I checked the flagglers, and their bag tag numbers were 712. So they stepped off yesterday. So we're probably somewhere around 750 by now. New vloggers and bloggers we've got on the channel. Joe Duprice, or Dupris, he's flip-flopping SOBO on 1st of March. I'm Your Huckleberry is NOBO the 9th of March. PDAT is flip-flopping. He's NOBO, and he's known as Rockfish on the Trail. Jethro Bodine's known as Anchor, and he is NOBO, and he is on the trail currently. Facebook, folks, we have Big Girls Hike 2. They're NOBO March 10th. So obviously a lot of these folks are new to the channel, but they're out there on the trail already. Jethro Bodine, again, has a Facebook page. And Enoch is NOBO the 3rd of March, so he's out there. He's a blogger. If I've left you out, and somebody, if you've told me that you're a blogger or a vlogger and I've left you out, I apologize for that. Please make sure that you tell me again. Sometimes you have to tell me stuff 2 and 3 times. But anyway, we're following a lot of folks here, and so I will eventually, it'll sink in, and I'll get you on the channel. We don't want to leave anybody out. Weather report, it's going to be a great week for hiking. That's just all I can say. It's going to be a great week for hiking. Most of the days until Friday, there's going to be 0% chance of rain, particularly in the southern sections. The temps are going to be well above freezing at night, except for Tuesday night when it's up in Damascus. It's going to dip down around 32. So the daytime temps will be around 60, so there's no more having to sleep with your water or your boots or shoes or trail runners or anything like that. I would still go ahead and sleep with anything that's got a battery pack on it to keep that warm, and because even cold weather at all is going to deplete that. Lots of folks getting their final videos out there. We won't go through those now. Right now, we will go through the hikers on the trail and their updates from this week. Hiker with finger toes had to get off the trail for a couple days due to some respiratory infections, but they're back on the trail today, and they're leaving Neal Gap. Mike and Kathy were at Carter Gap Shelter, and they are tackling Albert Mountain. That's Carter Gap in North Carolina, not Carter Gap here in South Carolina. So they should be tackling Albert, or should have tackled Albert Mountain this morning. Underdog on the trail, he is supposed to be in Irwin by Monday. Everyday Walks is in the Smokies, and says that the trail blowdowns are plentiful in North Carolina. Gypsy Wanderer and On the Move will be on the trail today. Thru Hiker is through the Smokies and on his way to Hot Springs after a stay at Standing Bear. And he reports as of Friday, Jersey Rednecks made it to Tellico Gap. The rain's pretty nasty, and they indicated that the sleet was at higher elevations yesterday. But they are at the Nantahala Lodge for the night. That was probably last night. Redneck's heels are doing much better with the sole inserts they got, but she is fighting a nasty head cold, so that's kind of reduced their miles. But she is doing much better, and hopefully she'll get over that cold just as soon as possible. So, Redneck, we're looking forward to you feeling better and just being able to be at your 100% there. Artemis on the trail is past Toccoa Gap, and she is on the way to Smokies. Sara Hikes is through Georgia, and she's into North Carolina. AOL is at the Enoch, and I think she will resume at Burningtown Gap tomorrow. Dudley Do-Ride and Dynamite are at Fontana Lodge, and they're taking a 0 today. And Dr. Cayenne is also there, and they're going to join us at Tellico Gap to join them at Tellico Gap tomorrow. So a lot of these hostels are reaching capacity, so be sure you call ahead. I know top of Georgia, Nantahala Outdoor Center, the Wonder Women's, they had trouble finding a place to stay there at Nantahala Outdoor Center. They did eventually, but so a lot of these places are filling up with the bubble coming through, so you might want to go ahead and get your reservations. Wrongway said that, again, that he's in Bland with Nature Boy and Marco the German, and he's hiking the Dock Knob tomorrow. He said it's been cold and windy and some snow yesterday. Had a lot of good blow downs, but not too many. He stayed in the school there at Atkins, ate in Marion, and he indicated that the trail gets muddy from Atkins, and he hopes to be in Angel's Rest by today. Thomas Diggs is past Dix Creek, and he's on his way to Nantahala Outdoor Center. Mike Bowman was last known was at the top of Georgia. Craig Maines' last known was in Hot Springs. Bear Bag was at Toccoa Gap Hostel heading to Fontana. Moose Liver is back on the trail. She's had some GI issues, and she was getting off the trail to take care of that and take care of some issues with her tent. So, and also find out some more ways to reduce weight. So, Moose Liver, I hope you get that issue straightened out with yourself there, and you get back on the trail. Dozer had to get off the trail for a problem with a toe or a bunion, but he is back on the trail after a visit to an orthopedic doctor, and his last known was at Sassafras Mountain and Out Romans at Winding Stair Gap. So if I missed your updates, I'm sorry. I was only able to go back about a week to 10 days. So there's probably some other folks out there. Please let me know, and I'll be glad to get you in on the updates next time. A couple folks we left off from last week on the channel that were new, that we're following. That's Gypsy Wanderer. And there's several Gypsy Wanderers, but this Gypsy Wanderer is hiking NOBO. She left March 8th, or actually she was supposedly March 8th. I think she's leaving today, and she's hiking with Zuku. And then Sarah Simpson left March 8th. She's from Ireland. Hiker starting next week, Gypsy Wanderer and Zuku, which is today. Alan Taylor is trail name's Fireplug. He's leaving March 13th. Kyle, a.k.a. Budsy, is leaving March 13th. Christopher Gibb is NOBO the 13th of March. Gypsy Wanderer and On the Move is leaving. Regina Wanderers is NOBO March 11th. Sora Kingdoms, NOBO March 11th. David Mazel is March 11th NOBO. And Hiking with Era is NOBO, leaving on March 17th. So good luck to all you folks out there, and keep us posted on how you're doing. Couple things on Hikers Helping Hikers I wanted to add to the channel. I'll leave the links down there in the description to what we've got, but I wanted to let you know that Sara Hikes has officially started her children's educational channel, and you can go to her website there, and I'll leave a link down there to it, and or her YouTube channel, and that's talking about her hike specifically geared toward children. So thanks for doing that, Sara. Thanks for helping raise up the next group of hiker communities. And then Wild Adventures is a family-led group that is helping hikers in Virginia by providing trail magic, but they're also getting children involved. So they're training up the next group of hiker community coming up. And they're teaching them about stewardship off the trail as well as outdoor stuff besides hiking, but they're doing a lot of stuff helping the thru hikers come up there. So Wild Adventures, I'll leave a link down here for their channel. We appreciate all you do to help the next group of hiker community, next group of thru hikers that are coming up. And then finally, the Trail Magic Notice Central We've already mentioned about the Green Mountain Brigade, which will be at Burningtown Gap on March 29th and 30th. And Screwball 2020 is doing Trail Magic at Burningtown Gap on March 11th from noon till 12. So, if you get this before then, if you are going to be in that area and you're a thru hiker, then take advantage of that. All right, folks. Well, that is all I have got for this week. I appreciate you staying to the end. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And as always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.